Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I'm talking about the new comics that I picked up on July 31st, 2019. This is week 31 of 2019, and some comics I picked up this past weekend from some of the vendors at Galactic Swag Expo in Arlington, Texas. I talked a little bit about the convention, but mostly about getting out there and getting back in this week's Raw, SmackDown, and 205 Live episodes, so check that out to hear more about that. I'm just going to be talking about the comics that I got and how close I am to finishing my collection of Catwoman Volume 3, which is the 2002 run. I only have like 9 issues left. I'm pretty excited to get that close. I'm going to talk about the main issue that I've been wanting to get for a while. I could have easily just gotten it on eBay at some point, but I got a pretty good deal on it this past weekend, so I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. First, let's talk about the new comics that came out this week. I have not read any of these yet because I just got back from the comic book shop, and I wanted to get this episode out before the new month turns over, because I still have a little bit of space left for this month on Libsyn. So so I'm not going to get into specifics about any of these comics because I have not read any of them at all yet. But I'm looking forward to reading all of these. So first off, I think these are in alphabetical order. We have Batman Last Night on Earth, Book 2. I got both covers, A and B covers for this. One has Bane on the cover giving the Scarecrow a piggyback ride, and the other has Batman holding a lantern with the Joker's skull in it. Not his skull, his head. It's not decomposed. It's like a Frankenstein-style head because you got the bolts in the neck and everything. Anyway, I still haven't gotten around to reading book 1 of Last Night on Earth, and I don't know how many books total this is, but all these DC Black Label books are so cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Whenever I do get to reading it, I'm going to try to read a couple, at least a handful of books today and tomorrow. We'll see how far I get. The final issue of The Batman Who Laughs, issue number 7, is out, and I'm behind on that one as well. But this cover is pretty gruesome. Lots of gruesome Batman stuff this time around. I was just talking to somebody at the convention. Who was I talking to? The gal who sells tea who was next to me. Shoot, I forget her name. But we were talking about how there isn't really any horror comic book movies. You have Spawn years ago, and the new Spawn that's coming out at some point is also kind of a horror film. And now that I think of it, Venom is a little bit on that side of things, which is nice. But it's still not like full-on horror. And none of the Batman movies have really gone to that side a whole lot. Because you still have like the campy, I guess horror can be campy as well, but we don't have like the gruesome horror. There hasn't been a rated R Batman with really messed up stuff happening. I don't know if that's a good thing. If it's probably a good thing we haven't had that. But what was I thinking of? Because one of the books that Swamp Thing, because we were talking about Swamp Thing, which I haven't watched yet. But it is the most horror of all the shows that have been made so far, I feel like. At least from the DC universe. And I was really hyping up Doom Patrol. I was saying, I don't even, like, I didn't say that I do like the movies anyway. But she's like, it even makes, I said, Doom Patrol is totally worth the DC universe subscription just by itself. At least to get it for like a month. And she's like, oh, does it even make up for Batman v Superman? Or, I think it's Batman v Superman, she said. And I was like, yeah, sure. I like that movie anyway, so I don't think it makes up for it because it doesn't need to be made up for. But anyway, Fantastic Four, issue number 12. We have The Thing versus the Immortal Hulk. And, for a second, it's so weird. I did not realize the Hulk was bigger than the Thing. That's a shit. But they're both punching each other in the face, so that's a cool image there. The Hulk in this, he looks kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if that was the intention or not. But like, yeah, he does look a whole lot like Arnold. I don't know. Then we have Glow, issue number 4. I'm a couple issues behind on that because we had the summer special last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever. That I need to read as well. We have Goosebumps issue number 3, or Goosebumps Horrors of the Witch House issue number 3. I believe this is probably the final book of this story. So I can go and read all 3 now and not be having to try to remember from months ago what happened in the last issues that I read. Sometimes that's the better way to go. If you know it's only going to be a 3-story book, a 3-book story, yeah, a 3-book story, then, you know, sometimes I'll just wait until I have all of them and I can read it all at once. Sabrina the Teenage Witch number 4. This book has been a lot of fun to read. I'm looking forward to another one of those. She Said Destroy issue number 3. And I now realize that the number is in the title, like in the title graphic. That's probably the case with the other ones. I just didn't realize it. But yeah, I still haven't read issue number 2, but the first issue had me very interested, and I like this cover art. Nice colors. I got lots of orange and pink, and then some blue in the background turning into purple, with the pink turning into purple. It's very good colors. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge issue number 4. I haven't started reading those yet at all, but no, Star Wars is good. Stranger Things 6 number 3 of 4. This is another one that I'm just kind of waiting until I have all of them. So one more to go. And also, I was just talking to Maggie earlier about telling her that she needs to watch Love Island. Everybody go watch Love Island. Give it a try. Give it 2 episodes. Try 2 episodes, which is like 2 full hours without commercials of stuff, because the first episode is an extra longer episode. Give it a try, and I think you'll know if you're not hooked in those 2 episodes, then the show's not for you. If you're hooked, otherwise you're going to be hooked. You'll be hooked or not within those 2 episodes. So I think everybody owes it to themselves to give it a try. At the end of the day, you're going to like it. That's the one of the, they say 2 phrases way too much. They say vibing way too much, and they say at the end of the day probably like 20 times per episode. But other than that, it's amazing. Those are the only 2 things that I find annoying about the show at all. And when people make the dishes, like, what are you doing? And then they realize they've made a stupid decision, like right after that. Oh, I need to do a Love Island episode at some point soon. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 96. City at War, Fart Poor. Part 4. Is that the final part of City at War? Can I get into reading this now? Jump in and read these 4 issues, because I haven't read the other 3 parts yet. I'll have to look into that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends issue number 15. There's some madness going on this cover. We have I think that's Leo about to try to smash the tank that Donatello is in, because Donatello's the one who's a cyborg, and I don't know if that's Mikey or Raphael who's trying to stop him, but he's trying to stop him, or he's saying no. Anyway, I am a few issues behind on Urban Legends, but I'm excited to eventually be caught up. And then finally, Powers of X or Powers of 10, whatever the intention of reading the title is. This is alongside of House of X, House of 10, whatever that is. Both of them are 6-issue miniseries, so these might be ones that I wait to check out. But this cover is super cool. It's a very like Star Wars poster sort of thing with a big glowing sword, and then the tableau of characters, and then the characters in the sky above them, all that stuff. It's a cool cover. So that's all the new comics that came out this week. Why did I put on that stack? It would make sense to put on that stack because I have House of X over there, House of 10, whatever. Here are the comics that I picked up. I had a great deal on 2 of these sets. I got Mother Panic, DC's Young Animal, Mother Panic, number 1 through 12. I believe it's just the 12 issues total anyway. If not, I'm well started on collecting them all, but I'm pretty sure that's only 12 issues total for Mother Panic. Black Canary, issue number 1 through 12. Another that I think is also just the 12 issues, but I'll find out once I get to the end of those. What year is this from? I don't think they have the years on here. Oh, this is just from a couple of years ago, so 2015. This is the right before Rebirth. So it's part. I guess it's part of New 52. It's not part of New, but it's at the same time that New 52 was. But I think. But then we have Flash, Blue Devil, Catwoman in Showcase 93, issue number 3 of 12. So there are 12 issues of Showcase 93, but only 4 of them are Catwoman. Star Catwoman on the cover. The other ones, there's 4 of Nightwing, I think, and 4 of somebody else. I can't remember what the other 4 are. Maybe it's it's not the Flash. But I have number 2 through 4, so I'm still looking for number 1 of Showcase 93 to get more of that Catwoman action. I picked up a few of these Catwoman 94 issues just because they were there. They're only $1 each, so I picked up number 14, number 4, and number 15. And why did I have them in that order? That was weird. Let me just put them in the right order. So yeah, those are pretty cool. And then that brings me to the I picked up so many books here because I only found one in the one guy's boxes, and he's like, oh, I have all the Adam Hughes stuff over here. And it was like 10 more issues of Catwoman. I was like, oh man, you don't have Catwoman number 51. He was like, oh, that's actually over here on the wall because it's a lot more. It's a lot more valuable than all the other ones, and rightfully so. Press took care of most of it. Oh, I don't even mind that it has a list of like some of the damage and stuff on there. I don't even mind any of that at all because I'm not going to, it's in my collection now. I'm going to keep it because I'm that much closer to having a complete Catwoman 2006 collection, Catwoman Volume 3 collection. I said 2002 earlier. That 2002 is 2002 is when this started. Yeah, so that is correct, I think. But anyway, Catwoman number 51. This is I think it's the most valuable of this run of Catwoman. As we have the cover is Catwoman, or Selena Kyle. She's not in costume. She's kind of in costume. She's getting her mugshot, and on the placard that she's holding, it says Gotham City, and then the numbers on it are the lost numbers: 48, 15, 16, 23, 42. Gotham City Police Department. That's part of, I think that's a big reason why this issue is such a cool cover, and it's just a super cool cover anyway. So I picked this up. So excited for that. I'm nowhere close to being caught up to be able to actually read it, and in fact, once I do actually get to reading it, I'll probably be reading it on my iPad anyway. But at some point I'm gonna have like some kind of wall, like shelf, that's just all of the Catwoman issues lined up, all of the Batgirl issues lined up. Batgirl Volume 1, actually just all Batgirl. And it'll be a super cool display on there at some point. So I got 63, issue 63. Issue, why do these out of order? Get that fixed so we can. I'll just do it in the order that they're in. They're too jumbled up. Issue number 79, really cool neon lights color. It says sex 24/7 on there behind her, so that's fun. Extortion, drugs, B&E, break and entering, that's what that stands for, I think. Murder, scandal, corruption, crime, vice. She seems very happy in that situation. We have the sickle and hammer on issue number 68. And then we have more sickle and hammer action in issue number 67. So that was right before that. And then going backwards again, issue number 66. That's a super cool cover. I'm not sure what character that is. I should remember who that character is. But that was really cool. 65 is pretty cool also. She's there in front of I think that's got to be the bat signal, or it's just a generic light. It doesn't have the bat symbol on it, so maybe it's just a spotlight, regular spotlight. And then a signed issue, signed by Adam Hughes. This is issue number 78. It has Catwoman versus Cheetah there on the cover. Okay, so last week Catwoman. The new issue of Catwoman with Cheetah on the cover. No, it wasn't. Where's the Batgirl issue? I can't remember. Anyway, it was a Jay Frizen cover of Cheetah, and I called her Cheetara because I thought it couldn't just be Cheetah. I thought at first I was going to say it was just Cheetah, and that would have been correct. But I thought that doesn't sound like a supervillain name. It's got to be different from just the animal name somehow. And I was just completely wrong about that. It is Cheetah. So that's my correction for last week's episode. But this cover, it's signed by Adam Hughes, and it's not just Catwoman fighting Cheetah. Catwoman is biting off her. She has her lip in her teeth. She's biting Cheetah's lip and pulling it far. It's like stretched out a good like 3 inches away from her face, and there's like blood all over the place, gashes across her arms, all that kind of thing. It's an intense cover, and it's even cooler that it is signed. Yeah, that's awesome. 2 more. Issue number 72, which has what's her name? I don't remember. The magic lady. She's on there. And then issue number 71. I need to put these in order. It has her pouring out some beer or malt liquor. No, it's Smirnoff. It says Smirnoff on there. So it's vodka. Pouring out some vodka onto a fire. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, awesome covers throughout this entire thing. So I only have 9 issues left to get, and then I'll have all of this run of Catwoman. I'm really excited for that whenever I do get those. The guy who I got, his name is Toby. I forget the name of his store. He's going to be at the show this coming weekend at Bell County Comic Con. And I sent him a list of the issues that I don't have yet, that I'm still looking for, and he's going to take a look to see if he has any of those. So if he does, I will pick those up this weekend. They're back in Texas again. So I'll have an update about all of that and let you all know how that show goes. if it's a good show, if it goes well, I'll tell you all about it. If it goes badly, I don't really want to talk about it. Like kind of like last weekend, I wanted to give like specific details, but it was not very. There were not very many people there attending it, so that was a real bummer about it. But yeah, stay tuned for all of that. I'll be talking about that next Wednesday or so. Actually, probably like next Thursday, because I'll be traveling on Wednesday and gone all day that day, and then I get back on Thursday, and then I leave again on Friday. So I'm gonna have to get on top of getting the next week's comics and take care of all of that on the next Thursday. So stay tuned for that. I don't know what's next. It's I watch NXT UK, get caught up on that at some point, and I might just do like a 3 episode catch up for that, and then we'll see where we go from there with what else happens this week. I'm going to try to see a couple of movies before I head out this weekend. It is going to help so much that I'm flying instead of driving, because that eliminates like 10 hours, 20 hours total of travel, pretty much, if not more than that. And then the rest of that travel, a lot of it eliminates having to be awake for it and paying attention and being in danger of driving into a ditch and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for everything. Let me know what comics you picked up this week. Which comics of these old runs, some older than others, you have read. Did you which run of Catwoman do you like the most? Do you like the 2002 volume 3 of Catwoman? Or do you like the original run of Catwoman, which I think might be that 1993 one that I picked up a couple of issues. The interesting thing about Catwoman number 4 of is that she's firing a rifle. She has a rifle and she's shooting it at somebody. And that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if I've seen Catwoman just firing a gun at things, but maybe she does that a lot, and I'm just dumb and don't remember. But yeah, what do you think of Black Canary? What do you think of Mother Panic? Are those books really cool, or was it a mistake? Should I have gotten a different bundle? No, I think these are going to be real good. Mother Panic. I mean, I started collecting again since Mother Panic started again. Oh, I also did pick up the first 5 issues of the new Catwoman, because I thought maybe it was not Catwoman, Batwoman, or maybe it was Catwoman. It was one of it was Catwoman. I think I missed these covers, but as it turns out, it's all the same covers that I had. So I'll probably be doing like a giveaway or something of those, probably at a convention. Not at this next one, because I'm not sure if I might have it at this next convention. But so if you do come to Bell County Comic Con and you mention this podcast, that's probably not going to happen. But if you ever see me and you mention this podcast, I might have the comics on me. Probably not. If I'm at a convention, I might have them on me. Definitely will have them on me. If it's after this next one. Well, anyway, if I don't have them on me, then I will mail them to you. So whoever, so don't just tweet me like, oh, I want those comics or something like that. It has to be like, if you actually run into me somewhere, somehow, even at a wrestling show. I won't have them with me at a wrestling show, but if you see me at SummerSlam, if you see me at SummerSlam meet and greet, any of that kind of stuff, say, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I also like I guess I should say which books it's either Batwoman or Catwoman issues 1 through 5. I can't remember. I think it's Catwoman. It's in the other room. I don't want to go up and get it. Whatever. Free comics, first 5 issues of a comic. If you run into me in person somewhere and mention mention the comics that you heard about on the podcast. So that's it. Let me know what you thought about all this stuff by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. And I'll see you next time. As long as you stay safe out there. And that was a weird way to segue into that. I'll see you next time unless I don't. So stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses. Maybe I should say it like that. That does kind of flow. I'll see you next time as long as you stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses. And no, that does not flow into whatever you normally do. Anyway, see you next time. Okay. Bye.